He's a machine. The best in the world.
Vitaly Scherbo has lived a life missing the charm of his many championships. 6 gold medals at the Olympics, a world title. A realist for whom sport is not a game.
Gymnastics for me, it's my job. I got a salary in my country. I want to go to a competition or exhibition. The first thought is to get some money for my future, for my family, to support my family.
He is from a republic known as Belarus. Times are tough. Scherbo's life here is less glamorous, more dangerous than it should be for a superstar.
The life in my country is so bad and so tough that I'm afraid about my family, about my daughter, and the relations about me, between me and sport committee and association. Again, so bad that I'm afraid that I can live there.
In North America alone, Scherbo has his distractions. He is becoming more familiar with this way of life, more at home, but always there is pressure. And the knowledge that greedy, controlling organizations overseas want to cash in on his success, to take a huge percentage of the money that he earns. For Vitaly Scherbo, it is the painful part of a joyous career.
They don't want to stop fighting with me. They want to fight with me, and I want to tell you that maybe the people will not see me ever in competition or exhibition. They will not enjoy my performance, maybe.
Well, Elfie, let's hope it's not the last time we see Vitaly Scherbo. He was very emotional when he gave that interview, very disturbed by what's happening in his home country. Focused now, however, in trying to get back into the lead.
And getting back into the lead is exactly his focus on this event, and he certainly can do it. At the end of this routine, he was so close after the 4th rotation, just slightly behind Yuri. What a wonderful skill. Double front in between the parallel bars. This routine just simply moves. It's exact, it's precise. He has all the skills, and once again, he is determined to take the lead.
He knows it's a great performance.
Boy, does he know it, and he'll let you know it as well. Double front between the P-bars, a very, very difficult skill, not to mention on the upper arms.
He's with Alex Bard, who has coached him here in Canada. Alex is the coach of Stella Ume, and the score is a 9-5-5 for Vitaly Scherbo. We have not seen Zhang Jingjin of China before. Very young, the youngest competitor in the field here, only 16 years old.
Unbelievable. The Chinese have sent such a young, fairly inexperienced athlete. But this is certainly one of his greatest events. He has a wonderful skill he's planning, a double back. Of course, right there it is, an incredible move. You saw Scherbo perform the double front. These are some of the skills that the men are performing on the P-bars these days, as well as the handstand work, 2 heely turns there. One thing I've noticed about Zhang is wonderful lines, nice body form throughout the routine, and his dismount, and he gave it away. One step, such an incredible routine going, but he will take deductions on the dismount. Again, here's that double back between the parallel bars. Outstanding skill. A little crazy, but great.
Tremendously elegant Zhang Jingjin of China. 9.5, the start value was a 10, a very difficult routine. And now Yuri Chechi, who is being challenged by the world champion Vitaly Scherbo, has a chance to retain the lead.
He is so focused and very determined. I think that was certainly one of his goals here in Toronto. Wonderful move, the same type of skill we saw from Zhang, but this time Chechi performed it in a double pike position. What I was saying earlier is, I know he wants to beat Scherbo. He wants to beat him badly. He came so close this summer at the World University Games, and now's his chance with just 2 events left. So far, so good for Yuri. What you'll find, though, is the difficulty of this routine will not compare to Scherbo, and then again, he gave it away on the dismount, losing valuable points. Scott, take a look at this move. It's the double front in the pike position. Great exercise.
Now this gets very close. 9.1 for Yuri Chechi of Italy. He is in a battle with world champion Vitaly Scherbo. After the men's parallel bars, Scherbo has taken the lead, but only slightly, over Yuri Chechi of Italy. Cheney Humphrey of the U.S. is next. Rob Doyle of Canada warming up for the final event of the challenge, the men's high bar. In Seoul, Vladimir Artemov was sensational. The Soviet soared to 4 gold medals, a shining moment at the South Korean Games. Artemov put his stamp on gymnastics history. We're back at the Gardens in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have...
We're back at Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, the Soapberry Shop World Gymnastics Challenge. Curtis Hibbert, the great Curtis Hibbert, silver medal in the high bar at the 1987 Worlds. Rob Doyle was 7th in the high bar at the 1992 Worlds in Paris, a landmark for him.
That was really important for me because that's the first time I'd ever made a final of the World Championships or any meet that big. Then the judges get to know you, and you know it helps for next time when you go out and compete.
Well, Alfie, the 6th and final rotation, our last chance to look at Rob Doyle, but he's had a very encouraging competition.
Great competition so far, and ending it off on his strongest apparatus. As we've mentioned, 7th at the Worlds in Paris. He should feel right at home on this event. Getting set for a release skill out of a one arm. He has another one planned, the same style, one-arm giant work right here. Into a second ginger. Beautifully performed. Great dismount. Yep, Rob Doyle has done it again. A super high bar routine. Not showing much emotion there, but he has to be pleased. He looks great on this event, Scott. Long lines, lots of height. He just soars in the air on that release skill.
And showing few signs of the back injury which threatened his career. 9.55 for Rob Doyle on the high bar. Has to be very happy with that result. And we talked about the encouraging competition for Rob. Richard Ikeda has fallen a bit below expectations. Twice the winner of Elite Canada. Touted as the successor to Curtis Hibbert, he has to hit one here.
He's a very quiet athlete. I think he might be a little bit intimidated by the talent around him. He shouldn't be, however. He has a lot of talent himself, a lot going for him. Certainly this is a great apparatus. Tkachev into a double Tkachev. Very strong opening right there. And his dismount, full twisting, double layout, and he fights to stick the landing. I'd say that was his best performance of the evening.
I like the routine, Alfie. It was very tight.
There's his release skill in combination, 2 Tkachevs. Of course, at the world level today, we're seeing some of the athletes perform as many as 5 release in a row.
Canadian strength on the high bar, 9.55 for Richard Ikeda, and that matches the score of Rob Doyle. Now, an essential routine for Yuri Chechi of Italy. Yuri trying to catch Vitaly Scherbo of Belarus and take away this championship.
Scott, if they both hit their high bar routines, Scherbo should come away as the winner. But Chechi, don't count this guy out. He is determined, and he wants this title here in Toronto. One-arm giant work into his release skill. So far, all is going very well for Yuri Chechi. Great originality. Just as dismount, a very simple double layout. He takes a huge hop on the landing, but look at that determination on his face. He's done all that he can do at this point. Very clean. He swung his routine extremely well. Boy, it's now up to Scherbo.
The ringmaster from Italy, Yuri Chechi, 9.4. He scores well out of a start value of 9.6. The situation is this for Vitaly Scherbo. Anything above a 9.2, and he will win this championship.
And that certainly shouldn't be a problem for Scherbo. 9.2, hey, this guy's used to scoring 9.8s. He has added a few new elements into his routine. The start has gone well so far, but he's going to be adding 3 release skills in combination. Here's his first. Now getting set for this very difficult release skill. I watched him in practice, and he peels off the bar. He is shocked. There's his first release skill. Well done, no problems there at all, but let's see if we can see what happened. I have a feeling it had to do with his right hand, his grip. It did, in fact. Scott, he just totally, in gymnastics, we say peeled off the bars. He had no hope of hanging on.
Alex Bard helps him back up on the bar. A startling development for Vitaly Scherbo. Can he recover to score well enough to get this championship?
What a shame it is, because everybody here at the Gardens knows who Vitaly Scherbo is. He ends very strongly, a double twisting double layout, one of the most difficult dismounts in the competition. And I'm sure they've been chanting his name throughout the competition. They all would like to see him stand on top of the podium, but he knows it. Look at those eyes.
Scherbo knows it's going to be very close, 9.0. And so Vitaly Scherbo has been defeated by Yuri Chechi of Italy. And that is the first time that Scherbo has been beaten since the 1992 Olympics in Barcelona, Spain. A very happy Yuri Chechi is the all-around champion here in Toronto. There it is, Yuri Chechi of Italy, 55.95 points. Vitaly Scherbo is second. Rob Doyle of Canada, a very strong fifth.
Go behind that end because they're doing a demonstration.
And Gina Gojan, as we mentioned, the all-around champion on the women's side for Romania. She withstood a challenge from Elena Pascun of Belarus. The Soapberry Shop World Gymnastics Challenge continues in a moment.